Get started with a quick warm up. Turn on some music that makes you happy. All right, turn up the tunes. Start to take it to a gentle jog.
Put my hands into.
Awesome. Nice and light. Starting to kick up the heels. Awesome. Shake out the shoulders. Chest is high. We're going to take it to jacks. Arms nice and straight above the head. Nice straight legs. If jacks don't work, you can take it to a step side to side. Reaching nice and tall, stretching out the side body. 8 to go. Awesome. 3, 2, 1. Feet come together. We're going to walk it out in front into a plank. So bending at the knees, hands walk out. Nice strong plank. If you need to drop down to the knees, drop down to the knees. Right foot comes to right wrist. Right arm up to the ceiling. Back to center. Walk it back to your toes. Bend the knees. Nice and slow to start. We're just warming up, getting a big stretch in. Other side. Left foot to left wrist. Left arm to the sky. Place it down on the ground and walk it back in. All right, one more on each side. Get a nice big stretch through those hamstrings. Press through the heels. Last one, roll it down. Step the foot to meet the wrist. Reach up and walk it back to the toes. Excellent, guys. We're gonna walk it out one more time, but this time come into a down dog. So the hips are lifted, the gaze is at your toes. You're up on your tippy toes, heels are lifted. We're gonna reach with our left arm towards our right ankle. So reach forward, see if you can grab it. Back into plank. Lift the hips, reach through with your right arm. Back to center, into the plank, one more each side. Left to right, and then right to left. Awesome. Walk the hands in to meet the toes. Roll it up to stand. Take it back to our nice easy jog. Start to roll out the shoulders. Other direction. Take it to a torso twist. Loosening up the center of the body, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to make it work today. We want to make sure everything's nice and limber. 2 to one side, 2 to the other. Last one. Now if you want to stay there, you can stay there, or you can add a hop. Four, 3, 2, last one. Awesome. Last move, guys, we're just going to do some hip openers. So lifting the knee, going back. Little step forward, open, up, and backwards. Squeezing the core and squeezing the glutes to control that knee. Last one on each side. I feel like I need to shout even louder now for the wind and the bridge. Go the other direction. Awesome. Last one. Each side, finish it. Excellent. Nice big space to start. So all you'll need for this workout, gang, like I said, it's a Tabata, so all body weight exercises. If you have a mat, grab it.
Do you want ours?
Not yet. You won't need the mat until the second move. Or a rug works. Just something soft for underneath your elbows and knees if you need it. I feel like we're always in a wind tunnel here. Not always, but a lot.
Just today is bad.
Today got worse. All right. I'm gonna grab our timer. All right, so our first move, we've got a 3-step run. So if you don't mind just stepping back for a step, we're gonna go 3 touch points. So it's a 1, 2, 3 and hold, 1, 2, 3 and hold. That's your first move. Your second move is high knees, nice and tall. All right, we're gonna go for 20 seconds with the 3-step run, 20 seconds high knees, 10-second rest in between. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, let's go for it. So 3 steps over to the right, 3 steps over to the left and hold. Good, keep going. Make sure you find that tuck-in point where you hold that knee to the chest, rest. High knees are next. 3, 2, 1, here we go, pull them up. So if you want to, base level is to step it with Dave. He's pulling his knees up. Hip height to start. 10 seconds to go. Keep that chest tall, up on the toes. Rest. Back to the 3-step run. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3. You can make this as big or as small as you need to. Getting the heart rate up. Warming up the legs, warming up the core. Rest. Awesome. High knees are next. Remember, either stepping and pulling them up or bouncing. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Chest is up. We're bracing the belly to lift those knees to waist level. Three, 2, 1, rest. Shake it out, halfway. Big breath in, 3-step run. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So sink into that knee a little bit when you land. Shock absorption. Light on the toes, full foot down on the landing. Rest. How you doing?
Yeah, legs are.
I know your legs are tired.
Like,
you're doing great.
Morning.
High knees, hopping or stepping. We're bracing the belly, pulling it in nice and tight, making that contraction work. Rest. Amazing job, team. Last set. 3-step run. Here we go. Quick and nimble. Can you pick up that pace from where you started? Nice and agile on your toes, stepping or walking or running. You decide. Rest. Last set, last 20 seconds. Everything you got in this last 20 seconds, team. Here we go. Get them up. Faster. Use those arms to help. Can you go a little bit faster? 10 seconds. Woo! Abs in. Lean it back. Rest. Awesome job. Full minute rest. Grab your mats. We're gonna come down into a hover. So an elbow plank. All right. So you can use your body weight for that side. I'm gonna face this direction.
Okay.
Your choice. You can face the same if you want or whatever. Sure. Elbows. 2 taps. On your third tap, you're gonna hold it out to the side. Tap, tap, hold, back to center. Tap, tap, hold, back to center. Same side. Second round, we go to the other side. And then we'll mix it up a little bit. 6 seconds, everybody down. Remember, option is to come to your knees. Here we go, step it out for 2, 2, and hold. Back to center. 1, 2, hold, back to center. So our shoulders are over our elbows. Our abs are pulled in. Rest. Drop to the knees, come into child's if you want to. We're gonna do the same on the other side. Fire up that core. Shoot energy through the heels. 1, 2, out and hold, back to center. Brace that lower belly, squeeze the glutes. 1, 2, and hold, center, rest. Awesome. All right, team, same move. This time, if you want to challenge yourself, lift the toe off the ground. So it's 2 out to the side, and then out and hold, back to center. So instead of tapping your foot to the ground, you're hovering it and controlling it through lifting your glute. Pressing through those forearms. Rest, knees down. Deep breath in. Draw those shoulders back. Set it up again, other side. Lift the knees, out. 2, out and hold. So if you are lifting your leg, prevent your hips from shifting side to side. You want to keep them nice and squared off with the ground below you by pulling in your abs. Rest. Awesome job. Back to that starting leg. Same thing. You can mix it up with taps and hovers. Here we go. Tap, tap, out and hold. Or it's a lift, lift, out and hold. Or you could do 2 taps and a hover lift. Press through those forearms. Rest. Get off my mat. Go away. Left side or other side, whatever it is for you. Here we go. Press through those legs. Make sure they're nice and straight. Rest. Awesome job, team. Last 2 sets, 1 on each side. Are you tapping or are you gonna hover? Here we go. 1, 2, out and hold. 1, 2, out and hold. Tap, tap, freeze. Squeeze your glute. Almost there. Rest. Excellent. Last set, left side, or whatever side you didn't start with. Here we go. Tap, tap, out and hold. There goes the mat. Tap, tap, out and hold. Hover or tap. Squeeze your glutes. My feet are moving, I promise. Rest. Awesome. What, having it scoop into your belly?
Yeah, doesn't like it.
All right, guys, we're gonna come down to the ground. We've got two moves, an X raise. So out into your X, reaching for the opposite foot or bending the knee. And then we've got a clam raise, which Dave's gonna quickly demonstrate. So you're down on your bottom leg into a side plank. You're gonna lift off your lower elbow and your forearm, and you're going to come parallel with the mat, either keeping your feet connected or lifting your top leg. So nice and slow and easy, lift up, lift down, and then back up and back down. Squeezing the glutes the whole time. All right, how do you want to do this in terms of space? We're gonna do X raises first, guys. Lie it down, reach out, up, down, and up. Pulling the lower abs in. Slowly resting your back on the mat, and then coming right back to center to reach for your foot. Rest. Clam raises on one side. Set it up, shoulder under or shoulder over forearm. We're gonna lift. Oops. I'm not doing this properly. I want you to demonstrate it because I'm not doing it correctly. Lift and lower, nice and smooth. So he's squeezing his glutes, pressing off of the forearm, keeping the core nice and tight. Rest. Come back down for X raises. 5, 4, 3, arms out. Here we go. Lift, lower, lift, and lower. Now remember, base level, you keep the knee bent and reach. When you come up, bend the knee and reach. Rest. Back to clams, opposite side. No, you can do it. I need to practice it before I can demonstrate it. Lift the hip and lift the leg. Now, if getting the leg up parallel is too much, keep your feet together. There you go. Like a clam with a hip raise at the same time. You've got 6 seconds. Squeeze those butt muscles. Lift that hip off the ground. Rest. Awesome. Thank you, Dave, for being the poster child. X crunches. Arms out nice and long. Legs out long. Reach. Come up to the center. Fold in half like a book. Two, one, rest. All right, back to the clam raise on this leg that you started with. Legs stack on top of each other, knees are on top of each other, ankles are in line. Lift and lower. So as you lift, the knees separate. The hips are squared off with the front of the room. The shoulder is directly on top of the elbow, and you're pressing that forearm into the ground. 3, 2, 1, rest. Excellent. Back to the X crunches. This is our last set. Nice long arms, nice long legs. Here we go. Reach. Reach. Knee bent if you need to. Otherwise, try to extend that leg for a couple. Can you get a slight rotation in your upper body as you reach towards that foot? Rest. All right, last set of clam raises on the other side. Stack the knees. You decide if you're gonna lift the leg or if the ankles are gonna stay together. You wanna stay nice and parallel, not hyperextending, really squeezing those butt muscles. Awesome, and keep breathing. Excellent work, team. 3 seconds to go. Can you get one more rep in? Rest. Amazing. All right. We're going to come back down into our hover plank. This time, arms are going to go parallel to one another. So stack them on top. You're gonna rotate onto one side, triple lift up to the ceiling, and then you're gonna hover and twist and reach under. Triple lift, and then rotate and stretch that arm underneath your plank. Put your knees down if you need to, bottom leg can go down, triple hip lift, rotate to your side, knees, reach under, and then back to the top. We're gonna start on whichever side is best for you. I'll go this way.
Okay.
We're gonna start on our right arm. Here we go. Come down into your hover to set it up properly, arms parallel, rotate to the side, lift it up for 3, 2, 1. Place both feet hip distance, reach under, and then slowly rotate back to the top. Triple pulse. Set up that plank, reach under, rest. Nice job, team. Come to your knees, low plank. Other side, set it up. Triple pulse, 2, 3. Rotate under, reach, and then back to the ceiling. Triple pulse, lifting that hip off the ground. Placing your toe hip distance, reach nice and long, back to the ceiling, rest. Amazing. Shake that out. Back to the other side. Come to rest into child's pose whenever you need it. Here we go. Triple lift. So we want to square off those hips to the side of the room, rotating from your toes to the side of your foot. Rest. Awesome. Other side. Set it up. Rotate. Lift. 2, 3. Now, your option here, you can have the feet stacked or one can go in front of the other. One in front of the other makes it a little bit easier when you rotate and you get aligned. Rest. Or you can have ankles stacked on top of each other, but when you rotate under, just make sure you step that foot out hip distance. Here we go. Rotate under. 3, 2, 1. Reach. Pull those abs in. Stack the shoulders. Rest. Amazing. Last set. 1 on each side. I think. 3. Sorry, I forget which arm we're on. We started with that arm. So 60 seconds of work left. Pull the abs in. Send energy through the feet. Squeeze the glutes. Rest. Awesome. Shift it over to the other side. Starting arm. These are your last 2 sets. Stack the ankles or one in front of the other. Reach a little bit farther than you did last time. Rest. Wow. Shake out those shoulders. Last side. Rotate, hip lift, and reach under. See if you can grab whatever imaginary object is on your opposite side. Rest. Amazing. Shake it out. Give your shoulders a quick stretch. All right, guys. Last move. Fast, isn't it? We're going to do a back extension. So you're coming down to your belly. I'm just going to demonstrate sideways. I also shouldn't have taken on water just before doing this. You're gonna keep your heels and your ankles together behind you. So you have a bent knee, feet are up. Arms are gonna come out into a W shape. And you're gonna pulse up for 3, and then you come down to rest. So you're squeezing your glutes during this as you pulse up. That's move number 1. Move number 2, arms go down onto the ground or out to the side, and you're gonna kick your feet. Little flutter kicks, so nothing else moves. If your chest is lifted, it can be lifted, or you can put your hands down and your forehead goes onto your hands. Starting with back extensions, triples. Lie it down, set it up, ankles together, squeeze the glutes. We're going in 3, 2, 1, triple up, 2, 3, lower, 1, 2, 3. So you're squeezing your glutes to keep your ankles and your heels pierced. Belly presses into the floor, rest. Option, hands on top of one another or out to the side. We're gonna kick our feet nice and straight. Let's go. Kick, 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 kick. You wanna make sure you've got a mat underneath your pelvis, because otherwise it digs into the ground like it's doing right now. If you've got an extra cushion or whatever, squeeze the glutes, lift the chest if you can. 3, 2, 1, ow. Going downhill, I think, doesn't help.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go this way. Ankles together, lift. 2, 3, lower. So what are we working here? Our posterior chain. We sit at desks all day or behind a computer screen. We're pulling our shoulders back, strengthening behind the shoulder blades, the lower back muscles, rest. Hands down, legs straight, point the toes. 3, 2, 1, kick, kick, kick. So resting your forehead on your palms, or if you want a challenge, lifting the chest and lifting the arms. Squeeze. Squeeze your butt together. 3, 2, 1, rest. You need to take child's pose at all to just stretch it out. Little counter stretch. Ankles together, knees bent, lifting for 3. Remember to keep breathing. Rest. Palms down, head on your hands, or lift the chest. Straight legs, point the toes, kick, out. Back is nice and flat, core is nice and tight to protect that lower spine. Rest. Take child's if you need to, stretch it out. Come right back down. Last set of triple pulses, knees bent, heels together. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, guys, last set. Straight legs, arms up, or head on the palms. Or the backs of your hands, whatever you call that part of your hand. Your back hand. Kick those feet, kick them, kick them, kick them. Faster, faster. Squeeze your butt. Rest. Amazing. Sit back. Back onto your heels, stretch into child's pose. And that's just a nice little stretch. We've got a bonus move. Everybody loves a bonus. All right, option. 60 seconds, so pick your poison. The goal is to just keep moving the entire set. Option 1, mountain climber. Wrists stack under the shoulders, and you draw your knee into your chest at whatever pace you can hold and sustain for 60 seconds. Second option is a bolt. So it's a bit of a mountain climber with a hop. More explosive, more power. You draw your knee into your chest as you hop both feet at the same time. What does that look like? All right, play with it, have fun with it. Try 1 or 2 bolts, and if it doesn't suit you, go back to the mountain climber, or mix and match if you need to take an active recovery from the bolts. We have 60 seconds, are you ready?
Ready.
Everybody come down into your plank. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. So bolts or mountain climbers, you decide. Drive the hands through the floor. Flat back, hips low. And if you can, pick up that pace. There goes the mat. Hold it down, hold it down. You guys are more than halfway there. Ten seconds. Fire it up, team. You got this. I have a shoe that's falling off my foot. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Amazing. I'm gonna put my shoe back on. Everything fell apart in that last 30 seconds. Awesome job. Come into child's pose. Stretch out that back. Stretch out those shoulders. Reach your fingertips forward as far as you can. Just melt into the floor. Can you sink your hips down a little bit farther? A little bit farther back. Separate the knees and just let your tummy sink down towards the floor. Excellent. Come up to hands and knees. Nice flat tabletop. Arch the back up nice and tall. Tuck the chin under. And then let it sink down to the floor and lift the chin up to the sky. Again, tuck under. Lift up. One more. Awesome. Step your right foot forward. Left knee is back on the floor. You want to be just above the kneecap, not directly on the bone. Flatten the top of your foot so your shoelaces are down on the floor. Knee is over the front ankle. And just let that stretch sink in. You can use your other leg to press away, add a little bit of resistance. Reach your opposite arm up and cross it over that front knee. Excellent, guys. Come back to center, sink the hips back, pop the front toe up, and tuck the chin under for a nice little hamstring stretch. Yeah. Excellent. Switch sides. Come back to your 2 knees. Left leg forward, right leg back. Set it up, knee over ankle, back leg is extended. Just sink into that hip flexor stretch. If you want to and you're ready, lift the arm and cross it over for a torso rotation. See if you can gaze over that back shoulder. Sink the hips back, pop the front toe up. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Try to keep a nice straight leg, soft knee. And come back. Back to, what is this, tabletop. You're gonna take your left arm, thread it under your right arm. Open your knees and sink back into a child's pose with an arm threaded underneath you to stretch out that shoulder. Other side, so right arm threads underneath the left arm, and then you sink back into child's pose, placing that shoulder on the ground. Place your forehead or just tilt your head to the side on the ground as well. Nice. Come back to center and then walk your hands towards your knees. Slowly roll it up to stand. Nice and slow roll those shoulders back. Quick little quad stretch, so grabbing onto your shoelaces. Find your balance. Woo. Mine is missing today. Knees in line. Press that hip forward. And then when you're ready, switch to the other side. Grab onto your shoelaces. Knees together. Press the hip forward. Awesome. Release that down. Take a big inhale up to the sky. Exhale down. One more inhale. All the good stuff. Exhale all the bad stuff. High tens. Nice job, guys. Awesome way to start the Sunday. I'm gonna pause this.
I'm gonna stay here and stabilize, man.